Hello everyone. So I was trying to do this quest today for a friend. He gave me his account. I like to call myself an expert of this quest, but I am probably not an expert. So here you don't need to use the particular skill. You just hug the wall and you go past this first guard. And again you have to hug the wall. You don't need to use your skill ambush at all. Now here you wait behind the second pillar, and when the guard turns around, this priest, you just run for it. This is the first room in the famous or infamous, or for some legendary quest, the Seven Signs. Again, I waited at the second pillar and I passed. So here is the second room. Here is a secret in the second room. If you can go into the middle where the blue light is, none of the guards can detect you. So you can just run, stay in the middle and continue when the guard turns around. Here you need to use your skill because the priest on the right is going to detect you. Stay here on this vertical line, and when the guard turns around you just run. Here you don't need to use the skill when he turns around. Okay, now it's safe to run. Be careful because on the left is a female guard, so you need to use the ambush. There is one guard here who is walking up and down this corridor, but he cannot detect you if you're hidden where I'm standing right now. And of course there is the other guard that is walking horizontally. So now I'm just waiting for the guard, waiting for him. But now I found a good opportunity. I have the skill. I could have run diagonally, but I didn't because I don't know, you need to decide really fast, and sometimes it's best to play it safe, sometimes it's not. So when you are hidden behind those pillars, you don't even need to use ambush. The guard walking up and down, he cannot detect you. Okay, now it's free to go. Ambush because there's a guard on the left. Wait here on this vertical line you see behind this step, and now it's safe to run. So far, so good. And here is the long corridor, probably the most difficult place. I'm going to explain to you how I pass this, because you will see it a couple of times more in this video. So here I managed to pass the first part very easily, but I kept stuck in the second part of the long corridor. I just couldn't pass those guys. Here, if I had hugged the wall a bit more, probably I would have done it. But the problem is that when you're hugging the wall completely, it is very easy to get stuck in the textures. So you may be clicking and it's not going to be moving. Or you may click somewhere and walk somewhere else. Of course, guys, this is a very old game, and probably that's why there is not 100% precision in the clicking, or maybe it has to do with my computer. I don't know. Anyway, everybody who is doing this quest, they're all using a low resolution. Just press Alt and P. So I'm very courageous this time. I'm very confident that I can pass this. Sometimes this works, sometimes too much confidence is a bad thing. You need to be a bit conservative when you're doing this instance, and you also need to be cool, not to be in a hurry. You have to have patience. So here, when the first card turns around, now would be a good time to pass. Stay in the middle 1 second and now run, 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 run. I got stuck a little bit, but now you see me clicking like crazy so that I get unstuck. Respect the solo guard, because he can also see you if you're not precise. So if you get stuck in the textures, the only way to get unstuck is to start clicking like crazy. This obviously didn't work. Both guards detected me, and I believe that the distance between the second guards, in the second part of the long corridor, I believe that the distance is shorter than in the first guards. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like that, and I think that's why the second part is a bit harder to pass. So you need to have the low resolution activated with Alt and P. What I also did is I lowered the screen resolution because I was getting stuck so much in the textures of the game, and I just decided to try, and I used 100 pixels, 800 pixels. So here you see me with this very low resolution. Everything is at the lowest that it can get. You have only 1 hour to complete this instance. So it's very important that you do this the easy parts fast. Really, for those of you who are trying to do this quest and you can't do it, I can only tell you, you need a lot of patience. You need to do this quest a lot of times with a lot of characters. But there are also some tricks and tips, like this thing where you wait in the middle. Now I got detected. And you also have to fight off fatigue, because you get tired. It's not easy to be precise every time. There's this theory on the internet that the guards change their pace, and that when they synchronize in a certain way, then you can pass. Well, I have to tell you, when I was doing the beta test, the closed beta test for the server that I played last, I did this instance with 3 different characters and the fourth one of a friend who was doing the beta test. In one of those attempts, I stayed like 30 minutes watching at the guards in the long corridor, and they just did not change their pace. They didn't. I also thought in the beginning that they do change their pace. In fact, I still think that maybe they're changing the pace. I'm not sure. But that time I just kept watching them for 30 minutes and they didn't change at all. So now I have another theory that maybe they are changing their pace when they discover you, so they stop their normal walking and they don't reset afterwards. That's another theory of mine. I'm not sure if that's true. So, as long as I was passing these first 2 guards, they hadn't changed their pace. Did they change it now that they detect me? Hugging, hugging, clicking, clicking, clicking. So I passed this line. You have to pass the line in the middle, otherwise the first guard will detect you. Okay. Again. So now it looks like they have changed their pace a little bit, or no? As I'm watching the guards, I'm thinking, what if I go the other side? Is it easier here? For example, I would pass now, but then the second guard would meet me. If I pass now, no, let's see. If I pass now, again the second guard will detect me. What about now? Have they changed their pace at all? Anyway, I have to try because I don't have a lot of time and I got detected by both guards. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe they don't have different distance than the first guards, because also when I'm passing the first guards I have to wait a little bit and then run, so I also had another theory. My other theory was that the guards change their pace only in the first 30 minutes of the instance, and then they don't. I haven't tested this really, but that time that I was waiting for them, like 30 minutes, it was the last 30 minutes of the instance. Waiting. And this is a sign of fatigue. when you've done this too many times. And unfortunately, again, you have to go through this room before you get to the long corridor. So here is the right place to wait for the guard to turn around and then run, and then you can remove the buff with Alt and click on the buff, the guard ambush, I mean the skill. And here is my flags kicking in, so I disabled it, and I saw that the guard has turned around, so it's my opportunity to stalk him. But I can't pass due to the other guard, and I decide to take a chance and walk. So I just hide here, he can't see me here. I'll wait until he goes back. It's really late here, guys. I can barely keep my eyes open, but I wanted to do this video like crazy. I also don't want to forget everything that I learned from all these attempts to pass. Just click like crazy, click, 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 click. And the fourth attempt. They don't seem like they've changed their pace, so I don't know how I passed this. I'm gonna have to watch this again. Maybe I can draw some conclusion. But anyway, I passed them, so when the priest goes to the left, then with guard ambush you can hug the wall, wait at the second pillar. Now watch out for the priests. There's one priest here and another priest walking parallel to him. You see him coming? Now you have to enter that place and look for the other priest on the right. Both of them are running away, so it's my chance to run now diagonally towards this priest and then just go inside. You have to do it fast before ambush runs away, because maybe the other guard that is running vertically in the room may detect you. And here is one of those interesting animations of the game, with the priests waving their huge staffs, magic circular waves emanating through this mysterious, divine or cursed object. Okay. And this is the room that was giving me a really hard time. And I had developed this technique to run through the right side, as I'm trying to do now. But for some reason I was getting detected. So here you can't do the trick that you did in the long corridor. because guards really do detect you. You can't wait in the middle. So the priest passed. That was very convenient. Just guard ambush, hug the wall, the second pillar, wait for the priest. Then I went on YouTube and I tried to watch videos of other people who have done this. And there's another guy and he's doing it in a completely different way than I am doing it. So I tried to do it his way. I mean, it looked so easy and I was, what the hell? I'm doing this wrong the whole time. But I'm going to tell you a secret. Actually, it's not. It's just the same. The only secret for the final guards room is that the guards here actually do change their pace. They do. And it's very noticeable. That's the only secret. Here you will see me trying for the first time to go to the left side and do it like this guy did it, but I've never done it before, so I got detected a couple of times as I was trying to do this. Okay, here is coming the priest. I'm waiting for him to disappear to the left and then I go to the right. Hugging the wall again. So I saw that other priest coming and I thought that he may detect me if I run, so better go back. You need to know when you should be a hero and when you should be a coward. I'm removing this because I want to run faster and I don't want to waste a second. I'm still not certain if I'm gonna make it. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna go left side or right side, inner circle or outer circle. I think I tried it like a couple of times more to go through the inner circle until I actually realized that they are changing their pace. You may try for 100 times to go through them, but if they haven't changed their pace, if they're not synchronized in a way that you can pass, you will not pass. Well, that sounded like Gandalf. So this looks good, but I think I got detected. You see, yeah, so you have to go past this corner, otherwise you're gonna get detected if you choose to do the inner circle thing. That was lucky because both moving guards are running away. I'm not sure if you could really see that other guard, but it's not hard to figure it out. And again, This is the last room, the room that really separates me from completing this bloody quest. And again, I'm looking at the left side in the inner circle, and I thought I can do it. But how much I was mistaken. You see the guards now, they're synchronized almost at the same pace. So the second guard really sees me. And I think that was the time that I got tired of being detected. And that was probably the time that I realized they're changing their pace. And you need to wait, because you may think that this is the ideal moment, and then if you wait for them to turn around one more time, it will prove that you have more time to run through them. So here we have this guard that is walking diagonally, and there is one guard that is coming from the right towards the door. You see him change now direction, and he's going back. Now that he's back, I can pass. Now just need to do it fast, because he may have started already to return. So I need to go diagonally and not waste not even 1 second. Just click, 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 click. Remove the buff so that you can run, because you have only 1 hour to complete this quest. Really? I tried again? Okay guys, I'm gonna give links to the specific periods that I passed the guards, so that you don't have to wait so long. What are they called? Timestamps or what? So now they have synchronized. Running, running, run. Oh, you see, I clicked on the right and it went diagonally to the left. What the hell? Did you see that? Did you see that? And that's when I thought, okay, I got really mad now. The priest went to the left and I am going to the right. These dog cats in the middle of this room, don't they look like Egyptian cats, or I don't know, some kind of Egyptian gods mythology, you know? Maybe they were inspired by them. What are they? Cats? Well, they have peculiar faces. Anyway, I think that was the time that I got so sick of trying the left side that I went again to the right. Was it? No? no. I'll try it again. No. No. Yeah, I remember. He detected me just by making one step. That's the advantage. If you can do the first rooms really fast, then you have more time to experiment for the final rooms. But if you know this trick that I'm telling you, that the guards are synchronizing, they're changing their pace, then you can do it really easily and it's not that difficult that it looked to me. I'm talking about the final room. The long corridor, the second part, still remains a mystery. How I passed it, I don't know. It's unclear if they're changing their pace or not. Yes, I think now is the time. Just decided to go again. Now I know that they're changing their pace. Now I see them, that they're almost synchronized. And now I know this is my time. I'm pretty sure I can do it clicking like crazy. Now I know I don't need ambush for this solo guard, but I still have to respect him because he can detect me and kick me out of the instance. And now is the time. Click, click, click. Go. Wait here behind this pillar. Use ambush. Look at the guards. I was pretty sure I could do it, and yes, yes. Now it's practically over because I'm checking what the code is, and then the next room, the library, is extremely easy. Just using ambush for any case. And now you only have to worry about using ambush, and you also have to worry about this priest that is running. He's walking vertically. Now he's coming towards me, and I'm like, what the hell? So I'm going back, waiting for him to go away, using ambush all the time. And you just need to turn right and go, yes, the inside of this. Click, 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 and done. That's it, guys. Alright. See you in some other video.